Here we are inside the magic hedge at Montrose, and this is a magical hedge indeed. One thing we want to talk about here is a really special native plant. Native meaning it comes from this area, and it's really important. Every living thing on the planet has a life cycle and gets its energy and reproduces. This really important plant here is called milkweed. Why is milkweed so important, Nicole?
Milkweed is a native plant, but it's also an important plant in our local prairie habitat because it's the home to a lot of different insects. And I didn't even notice this guy was on me, but he must have flew on me right here from the milkweed that I'm standing next to, and this is a large milkweed beetle. And I know that it's an insect because it has 6 legs, it has wings, it has different body segments. So this is one type of insect that really loves the milkweed, and I'm gonna put this little critter back. I also know that it's safe to touch, so that's why I'm holding it. But I'm gonna put it back on the milkweed. But there's another really important insect that migrates across 3 countries.
Well, I want to see if our students out there can name what insect loves the milkweed. What insect do we know that migrates to Canada and down from Canada back through the United States and down to Mexico in the winter? This is a beautiful insect that we can see dancing and flying around. Does anybody have any guesses? Oh, did somebody say a monarch? You got it. It is the monarch butterfly. And here, when it's the peak season, you can see monarchs dancing all over the place, and they move through Chicago.
And we'll stop on this particular plant and lay eggs. Insects, most of them will lay eggs. Those eggs will grow into the larval stage, like a caterpillar, for example. That caterpillar stage might change into a pupa stage. You guys might know that as the chrysalis. And then out comes the adult.
So has anyone ever seen a monarch butterfly?
So Andrea, I know that we had talked about how living things grow in their own way. And plants are one of those types of living things that has their own special way that they grow. They get energy from the sun. I know we get energy from food. So right now this milkweed plant that I'm standing next to is getting energy from the sun. And they tend to use that energy not just to grow, but to also reproduce or make more. And I love milkweed plants, so I love all plants because plants make seeds, and the seeds will grow up one day into the adult plant. So I'm holding the seed pod. This is how the milkweed plant reproduces. It makes a seed pod, and then when the pods dry out, the seeds that are inside spread out, and when a nice gust of wind comes, the wind takes the seeds with them. So I think the milkweed plant is a really cool example of how not only plants make seeds, but how seeds can come in different forms and how they can be spread in different ways. Good luck, seed.